Graham Longstaff, head coach of the Knox Raiders. Thanks for joining us, mate.
No problem.
Graham, give us a bit of an insight into what's been going on in the off-season in terms of, roster changes and player management, that kind of thing.
We've made a couple of changes. We're probably looking at developing a fair few of our younger guys, some of the D-League kids, which won the title last year in the D-League competition. So it's really given those young kids a bit of a pathway to the senior team.
Yeah.
And we've only been training for a couple of weeks, and some of the kids are really standing up, which is encouraging. And the older guys are trying to catch up to the younger guys, which makes it pretty exciting.
Well, the Seaboard competition's all about those development pathways, and you mentioned there the D-League team won the championship last year. Has there been one or two players coming up through the D-League team that you can mention as being maybe capable of stepping up to championship this year?
Well, look, I've always had a couple of them on the bench and playing like limited time, so some of these guys now will get probably a better opportunity, and we'll also see. I struggle sometimes with the supposed to be D-League development for our league, but we actually had our guys playing on a Wednesday night. It was absolutely fantastic for us. I could go down and actually watch them, and then they could be part of my trainings and also the team on the weekend. But for some reason, that's not working this year. So I don't know what we're developing for. Because if I'm playing Nuttawading at Knox, what's the good to me if they're playing Nuttawading at Nuttawading? I don't get to see their games, and how do they get any experience with the older group? So you tell me what the Development League actually stands for. I'm a bit confused by it.
Well, maybe it's something that the league can look at, but something that stays the same is your import pairing. It must be fantastic, I guess, just to have that peace of mind knowing that you've got two quality, not only players, but people coming back in.
I think the second part of that, they're very proud about their performance. I think they've improved every year. Even when we went from 48 minutes to 40-minute games, their actual individual stats improved. But the most important thing for us is, they're really quality people, and they're just fantastic around the club. And that really does make the job of me as coach. But they're pretty proud about their performance, and they work pretty hard individually as well to make sure that performance is there for the people at the club.
And finally, Graham, looking ahead, you've got the prospect of moving into a new tenancy at the State Basketball Centre. There's also a new women's coach. What's the feeling like around the club in general at the moment?
Well, that's all going to be new to us, and I actually asked the club last year if I could sign a 2-year contract to be able to coach when we move or get to play in that new venue. It'll be pretty exciting for the club. I think most of the guys in the group and the whole club are really looking forward to it. But we still have our home at Knox in Park Crescent, which is really good for us to play there because we get so much benefit from our supporters. So playing in a new place, and the supporter base may be a little bit weird about it, not used to it and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens, but it is exciting times for the club.
Well, exciting times for Knox, exciting times for the league as well, mate. Thanks for your time today, and good luck this year.
Good on you, mate. No doubt we'll catch up.